G'day. Welcome to my continued playthrough of the Forgotten Age with parallel skids for the Mythos Busters campaign play-along. So last time we went through the Untamed Wilds, and now we are at the Doom of Eztli. Here we go, Doom of Eztli. So last time we cleared a path, Alejandro remained at camp, and we each took his trust, got a Yig's Fury, avoided all the trauma and got 11 experience points, which was pretty good. So with that 11 experience points, I've bought a lucky cigarette case, replaced my unupgraded version. I've added 2 luckies to my deck using parallel skids deck building additional options, where you can upgrade Fortune and Gambit cards without replacing them. So I now have 4 luckies in my deck. And I replaced my 2 dumb lucks. I could have just upgraded them and had 4 dumb lucks in my deck, but the level 0 versions, they're only okay. Like, I do like them, but yeah, I think I would rather keep a slimmer deck. The luckies are fine because they replace themselves, and it's just amazing having 4 to 6 luckies in your deck. But these don't replace themselves. They cost 2 experience. And hopefully in a solo playthrough, I only need to get rid of a few enemies and I don't draw tons. So kind of hoping to just get a little bit lucky as well. Yeah, so that was what I chose to upgrade with my 11 experience. There we go, chuck them back in my deck and give that a shuffle. Yeah, we're at the entryway. We have torches, so we can use the check your supplies ability. We can look at the top 2 cards of the exploration deck, discard a treachery or enemy looked at this effect, and then shuffle it again, and it can be used at any location. So I can try to get rid of some of the bad stuff from the exploration deck. It's not super strong, just because you have to shuffle the exploration deck. Maybe if the deck gets low enough, and I know there's for sure some bad stuff in there, or if the odds get good enough, but I think it's hard. It's a tough one, this one. We'll see. Tough scenario. So, I'm not going to read the full story. You can do that yourself if you'd like. I'm playing this campaign twice. I'm also running Luke through this solo. Luke Robinson. So if I read the story every time, I'm going to go mad. So I'm going to avoid that. But we have 6 Doom. Actually 7, right? Because there's 1 player. Yeah, 7 Doom. Because the agenda gets +1 Doom threshold for each player. And you don't remove Doom from locations when the agenda advances. So we want to avoid putting Doom on locations as much as possible to give ourselves as much time as possible. And we can also explore, and we need 3 clues to advance. Okay, I've given everything a shuffle already. I've done all the setup for the return to stuff. Our exploration deck has no bad cards in it to start, but you shuffle 1 in every time in this scenario. Our chaos bag's pretty easy to start with. -1 for the skulls, there's 2 of those. We've got 1 tablet because we started with Ichitaka in the last scenario, which is -X, which is a number of locations with Doom. Currently 0, hoping to keep it as close to 0 as possible. And our Elder Sign, our tentacles, I can never remember what this token's called. Reveal another chaos token, and if you fail, you place a Doom on your location. We do have a -5 in the bag, a -3, and then some -2s and -1s. So -2 is really the place to be at the moment, I think. But hopefully we draw a bunch of luckies, and we don't draw merging timelines while we have lucky in our hand. Merging timelines is pretty much the only reason I didn't just chuck 6 luckies in my deck, but I mean, we're going to have to at some point. So that's just a encounter card from the Return to set that is going to wreck me at some point, and I think we just have to suck it up. Right, I'm going to draw my opening hand and do my mulligan. Okay, so we've got Tower to start with, which is not great because you can't mulligan that one, but I do get a free draw because this is my weakness. Like it's a free mulligan. Leo's good, except I also didn't have provisions in the interlude, so I only have 2 money to start with, and I really want to get rid of the tower ASAP. Leo's so good, though. Forget what other money stuff I have in this deck. Let me have a quick look. Sneak buys are pretty much it, and my gambling. So manual dexterity is good, so I can gamble and get money. So I'm going to keep the manual dexterity. I'm going to get rid of the slip away. I'm going to get rid of the nimble. I'm going to keep Leo. Or am I just looking for things like flashlights? Maybe I get rid of Leo because I just don't think I can play him for at least a few more turns, and hopefully, I think that's probably the play. Keep the manual dexterity, it draws me a card, and it lets me gamble my money and hopefully get rid of this tower. Oh, I can't commit to my gamble. Ah, that's grim. Yes. Okay. We might actually have to... Oh. Yeah, the tower's surprisingly bad, actually. We're going to stick with this. Okay, dumb luck's really nice to have, and lucky's really nice to have. I didn't see the assets that I'd kind of like, the lucky cigarette case, the flashlight. That's pretty much it, really, but I do like some of these events. So we might have to have a slow first turn. Maybe we just explore once and try to... Oh, I guess you can still get around the tower a little bit with lucky, can't I? Except if I gamble all my money. Yeah, this is interesting. A little bit of a conundrum, because solo you just need to go fast, right? Alright, so we're ready to go. So I have to actually make a decision now. There is a clue on this location, and it's only a 2 shroud. We need 3 clues, so we should definitely grab this. I don't want to hang around. Actually, Doom ending up here is probably fine. It's only bad in multiplayer if we all hang around on the first turn, because you can get cards coming out that put Doom down in place. Give everyone horror, I think. Alright, I'm just talking to myself now, so I should make a decision. Do I gamble 2 resources so that do I get a resource as my first action? Gamble 2 resources, and then I can afford the lucky, because I'm only up by 1. The skulls are -1. The tablet is -0. It's not terrible odds. It's like, I think it's better than 50%. I should have more of an idea of what's in the bag. Why don't we actually just have a quick look? So -5, -3, -1, -2. Oh, sorry, +1. So like, how many fail on a 1-up? So there's 1, 2, 3. Let's draw another token and potentially place Doom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 15. Maybe count that as a 6. So it's definitely better than 50%. And then I have the lucky if I need it. Yeah, so let's just try to get rid of this tower. I don't love it, but we'll get a money, and then we'll gamble as a free action. So first action, get a money. Gambling 2. So -3. So we are up by 1, so we can play lucky to pass it, which I'm going to do. So we pass, which gets us $4 back, and we get to draw a card. There's a flashlight, which is nice. Second action, we're just going to get rid of the tower now. I just don't want to deal with this. And then third action, that money's gone. Or if we're not going to commit anything, it's such a gamble. No, I think I just get rid of it. It's got to be the right call. And maybe I even just, it's my last action, get money, just so that next turn I can start gambling more and start ramping up that money and being able to play flashlights. I hate having such a slow first turn, but the low resources from the interlude is quite painful. So there's no enemies, so we do just immediately go to upkeep. Oh, there's a little bit of lag. There we go. Okay, another lucky. It's not one of my upgraded ones, so it doesn't replace itself, but it's still a great card. We get a Doom, And we get to draw an encounter card. Creeping Poison. Alright, I'm not poisoned. So it just surges. Ancestral Fear. Oh, it's also Surge. I forgot how much Surge there was in this. Place a doom on your location and discard it, or place it in the victory display. So that makes my tablets always -1, but I'm likely to be at least 1 up on most tests other than willpower. I think the doom this bad is... I'm just going to do the vengeance. I've only got 1 vengeance. Let's get it out of the deck. Cool. Alright, that was my turn. Not too bad. Alright, we are now going to... so it's back to me. So the first thing we'll do is gamble, I think, because I just want money. We're in a similar problem where we would like this. So if I gamble 2, testing 3 to 2, I can go up by 3, only the -5 and auto fail. I mean, it's gambling. They call it gambling because it's gambling. That would get rid of... No, I think I'm just gonna go for it. Commit the manual dexterity. So I'm 5 to 2. Okay. Choose a level 2 or less card in your discard pile. Amazing, and add it to your hand. I mean, I've only got 1 card, so we get to get my lucky back. We get to draw another card off the manual dexterity. Hey, there we go. And we get $2 extra. So I haven't taken an action yet because that's a fast action. So we're going to throw down a flashlight as our first action, and we're going to investigate our location, and we'll use our flashlight, which reduces the shroud to 0. So we're currently investigating at 3 to 0. That's a -1. So we'll get that clue. There we go. First clue. And then last action we'll explore. Okay. We should do it over here. That is connected. Okay. So we end up at the Ancient Hall. It enters with a doom on it. And you can take an action to flip a doom on it to its clue side. Oh, and if you had the compass, you can do it as a fast action. Fair enough. Okay. Not too bad. We have to shuffle one of these cards into here. It is, yeah, has to be shuffled, right? Yeah. Great, so now we know 1 out of 7 cards is something we want to hit with a torch, which is still not really worth spending an action on. If we hit it, it could cost us more actions, but it's a 1 in 7 chance of... I think you take those odds. I guess because you only connect 2 things from here, and only 1 that you really want to hit. Like, we don't want to bother over here, I think. Anyway, I'm not good enough at maths to kind of figure it out on the fly like that. Okay, so that was my turn. Oh, I'll just do upkeep. Okay, forget. We've got the automatic button now. It's super nice. We get another doom, so we're now 3 out of 7 because we have the doom on the location, and we draw an encounter card. Wrath of Yig. Revelation test 2 willpower. This test gets +1 difficulty for each vengeance point in the victory display, so it's currently a 3. Ooh. Totally forgot that this was a thing. Yeah, I should have brought medicine. I got the luckies, and I've got the money to pay for it. I don't want to put my dumb luck in, because I want to save it for an enemy, so I'm just testing 2 to 3. And I might have to burn both luckies. There is a doom on a location, so the tablets are minuses as well. Alright, let's just see what we draw. -1. So we're currently 1, 2, 3. So if we play a lucky, which we should, we will pass and not be poisoned. I get to draw a card off this lucky. Alright, cool. So we make it through another Mythos phase, and it's back to me. We want to start looking at getting Leo out. So it looks like it's time to gamble again. We'll throw in another manual dexterity. So we are currently 5-2, so we're up by 3, and we have the lucky. We don't have the money though. That's fine. 5-3. That's filthy. Cool. I will definitely take the lucky back. And we'll draw another card from manual dexterity. Yeah, 7 out of 8 cards in hand already, and we get money. I don't want to play anything. If I can get Leo out soon, that would be ideal. So we're going to try to hold on to that. Okay, so I should definitely investigate my location. I want to play these luckies as fast as possible, just because merging timelines punishes me for drawing, or for having lots of cards in hand and multiple of the same card. So we will use the flashlight, in my deck I mean, multiple. Use the flashlight, so I'm currently investigating 3-1. I'm up by 2, and I've got the luckies, which I'm happy to play, so I don't want to go higher than that. So what did I say? 3-1, so that does fail. So we'll play the lucky again to pass, which draws me a card and gets me the clue. And that was my first action. The smart thing to do there would have actually been to spend an action to flip this to the clue side before doing that. And we need, yeah, we need one more clue, so I may as well get it from here. So we'll just go again with my last action. So that's -1, so that's just a pass. Great. So we've got 3. What do we... okay, we can just do this at any time. I don't remember what happens. I'm going to wait till next turn. Alright, that was my turn. So there are no enemies, so we go to upkeep. Currently at 8 cards. We are 3 out of 7 Doom. We cleared the locations of Doom, so we can just go to encounter cards. Vengeful Serpent. Alright, we've got an enemy. He's a hunter. We don't really want to kill him, because then we get lots of enemies. He's not too terribly bad, though. Do I just evade him and just keep, kind of like get away from him? Well, let's advance first. I can't remember if this gets the Harbinger in. I know it puts, I think this puts Harbinger in. I know this puts the location into the exploration deck, but this, yeah, and the third act is after you get it. Okay, let's just see what happens. Shuffle a set aside Chamber of Time location. That's, and I don't have chalk, so put it in. Yeah, it gets Vengeance 1, and this goes in here. So now we're at 2 Vengeance. So we are getting close to the 3 threshold, which affects some cards. But we're going to get Chamber of Time. Oh, I hate doing that. Just breaks the scripting. So it won't spawn clues later. That's right. Okay, and we now need... okay, we need 2 clues, and we need to be on the Chamber of Time. That makes sense. So what I really want to do is get... I think... this one is where I get the Scepter, which I would like to get if I can, and then get down to the Chamber of Time. Like, we definitely want to avoid here, because it just spawns a bunch of snakes, but I've got the binoculars so I can avoid going in. So we need to find this heart, basically. So, I don't think I want to dumb luck. In fact, I might not even be able to very easily. We want to save my money anyway. So, first action will evade this Vengeful Serpent. -1, so that's a pass. And second action, we're going to explore. Pretty sure I shuffled it, but throne room is not connected, but it is the one we're looking for. Yeah, need to get through a 5 shroud. Definitely possible, but that is not connected. Obscuring Fog is what I shuffled into the deck, and it's pretty much a whiff, but it does take up my action. Good to see it's gone though. So give that a shuffle. So with my last action, I'll explore, and I know that I'm going to get away from this guy at least, because there are no more bad cards in here. Okay, so we're looking for a heart or a diamond, green diamond. Damn it. Not the one I wanted, because we're just adding extra locations and there's nothing for me here. And that's my turn. And we also have to now shuffle more stuff in. Yeah, that's unfortunate, because now I probably end up going through here, through the star and then the plus, and potentially the triangle. The less locations you can pull out of this deck, if you get really lucky, the easier it is later. But looks like we're not getting that lucky, just drawing multiple superstars, whatever you call them. Right. Oh man, we are going to have to start discarding cards, which is kind of crazy. Alright, enemy phase, nothing, upkeep. And I have to discard a card. I guess we can get rid of one of the Streetwisers. This guy stands up. Come up here. We are at 4 of 7. Deep Dark. No more than one clue. That's pretty fine because most of these locations have one clue. Put it up here. Okay, so it's back to me. Okay, we want to get Leo down for sure. So we're going to gamble 2. We'll play an Unexpected Courage, so we're up by 3 because we're just testing at 5 to 2. Damn. That's. I mean, it's fine. It could be worse. There's nothing, like, I don't have any way of dealing with that. So I just lose the money, and that's once per round, so I can't gamble again. Alright, that's fine. So, first action, we're going to explore. There is a bad card in here. Hopefully we'll be okay. Throne room is not connected. This is, though. Grand Chamber. Okay, so we're ahead of the snake again. He's going to charge in here. It's got Vengeance 1, so we don't want to clear it of clues, right? It does get Victory 1. Yeah, okay. Maybe at some point. Alright, put another card in here. Oh, and put this back. And I think... So there's now 2 bad cards in here, because we've done 1, 2 without hitting one. 2 out of 7, and we're only looking for 1 location, so we're twice as likely to hit something bad. That was the first one, but I think... like, the chance that they're in the top 2 is pretty slim, so I think we still just explore. Like, the Torches action just isn't good enough yet. So, yeah, we'll spend another action exploring. Nope. Nope, we're just looking for, yeah, the plus. Hey, cool. So now we're 3 of 7. And we definitely want this clue. Yeah. We have 1 more action, so the only way we're getting that clue, likely, is if we play a flashlight. But we want to get Leo out, so I'm not going to do it this turn. We might end up having to put a Doom here if we're unlucky. I'm really tempted just to get money again. I know that there are 2 clues on the that final location that we're trying to get to, which also has victory on it. I'm pretty sure it has vengeance on it too. So I don't need to get clues off locations. I'm just trying to get to that final location now and clear it. But getting this scepter would be sweet. I could play Streetwise for free, which does clear cards out of my hand. That's pretty tempting. And just in case I need to spend money to get boosts, let's just do it. Let's take this opportunity to put it down. Alright, so we got an enemy phase. He hunts. Upkeep phase, we draw. Alright, that's fine. We are at 5 out of 7. This is end of round, right? Which is now. We draw a card. Hey, this is the one that is super scary. So we discard the top 5 cards of my deck. And for each card that matches by title, discard a card from my hand, and I lose an action. So if I had 2 luckies in hand, for instance, and I draw a lucky in the 5, or discard a lucky from these 5, I lose both luckies and lose 2 actions. So like this is with a large hand, and like if I had 6 luckies in my deck, there's a good chance I just lose a whole turn, and if there's enemies, it's bad. Okay, so I just lost my nimble with the first one, and I've lost an action. Perception, weaknesses go back, yes, but they do count against the 5. Sneak by is fine, and I don't have an unexpected courage, so I only lost 1 action, and I lost a nimble. This gets shuffled back in. They do get discarded though. Pretty brutal, but I think that could have absolutely been worse. So, okay, got 2 actions. I really want to gamble, and I want to throw a bunch in, because I want to play Leo and my flashlight. And I preferably don't want to use my lucky if I can avoid it. Alright, so we're going to gamble. If I do 3, I'm 3 to 3. I need to throw minimum 2 symbols in, which is probably both slipaways. It's very greedy. How much money do I need? That only gets me up to 7, which is not both of these, but maybe I just do. I think I just do 2, and I'm going to play Leo next turn. Or I play it this turn and I don't play the flashlight. Maybe I try to. Okay, maybe I'll try to get the scepter on the way back. So I'll do 2. I'm going to throw in both of these. I mean, are they my. They might be a way that I survive later, but no, I'm gonna stick with this because I've lost my 2 nimbles as well. I haven't seen my yeah, no, I think this is fine. Sorry, just rambling to myself again. I haven't seen my unique signature card, which is how I'm going to deal with the last part of the scenario, assuming it doesn't get discarded by another merging timelines. So up by 3, I put 2. I'm 5 to 2. Okay, so it's a pass. We go up to 6. I'll play Leo, which loses an action but gains me an action, so I'm still in 2. Yeah. And I've got 2 more actions, and I'm going to explore. I said 3 out of 7, didn't I? So there's actually a decent chance we get bad cards here. So I'll actually use. I've got another turn before the Vengeful Serpent hits. So I'm going to use an action to use my torches. Cool. Get rid of the final mistake. Then this gets shuffled. And then we will use the last action to explore. Snake Pit is connected after you put it into play by exploring successfully, but before moving to it, spawn one set aside pit fire enemy in Snake Pit. Check your supplies. If an investigator at your location has binoculars, you may choose not to move. So this is my last action, which means I can't avoid that snake, which means I would get poisoned if I stay there. So I believe I'm just going to stay put. Yeah. And we spawn a snake. Okay. That's fine. I mean, would have much preferred the triangle. This also gets going to there. So what does that make it? It makes it 3 out of 6 is now bad cards, right? Oh, we got rid of one. Yes. Yeah, we got rid of one, but we just put one back in. So instead of 3 out of 7, it's now 3 out of 6, but we explored an extra location. Alright, so that was my turn. Enemy phase, the Vengeful Serpent hunts. And we get upkeep. Hey, there we go, there's on the lamb. So at least now I know I can hold on to that for that last little bit, and I can just get where I need to go. And Leo's out finally, which is awesome. Okay. And I know hospital debts is coming, so I need to start banking money again. So we've done upkeep, so now we're at 6 out of 7 doom. There's no doom on locations, right? Nope. But this is bad. That is now a 7 shroud location. And I don't have any way to grab clues off locations that are free, so yeah. But I mean, at least it's not a card that really slows me down too much. So it's back to my turn then. We have $1. So I should probably gamble. If I just do 1, I'm not going to commit anything because I want all these cards, and I'm just going to be 2 up and just see what happens. Yep. So I get an extra $1 basically. I am going to spend an action to use my torches to try to thin this deck even more. I think I shuffled it, but let's just be certain. Tomb of Ancients and Entombed. Hey, get out of here, Entombed. That is what I was looking for, but that's okay. So now it's 2 out of 5. We could keep trying to thin it. We're drawing 2 cards, so we're going to see 40% of the deck. What are the odds of actually seeing a bad card? Is it 40%? I honestly don't know. I'm so bad at maths. I'm just going to explore. That is connected. Okay. Check your supplies if you have canteen. Nope. You can remove doom from a location. But we don't need to because there is no doom on locations. We successfully explored, so we put a card back here. Oh, and this is also here. Okay, so that was my second action. I put a bad card in, right? Yeah. We went down to 5 because I got rid of the Entombed, and I've just shuffled 1 back in. There are only 2 more locations, yeah? So there should be 3 bad cards. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So we should probably just go 1, 2, use my torches. Creeping Poison, Chamber of Time. Oh, there's 3 locations. I don't think I put a bad card in. I wish I had a way just to quickly scroll back and have a look. So we started with 7. We've lost 2, but we added a card to the. No, I don't remember. I think we lost 3 cards to the torches. I'm just going to leave it as is. I don't remember, and I'm not sure. With my last action, I'll explore. Hey, cool. There we go. That was probably deserved. I'm probably going to fail this. And I'm probably going to discard my 0 cost pump. Although, like, oh, actually, no, I can lose a flashlight because Streetwise can actually help me get up to this 7 shroud potentially. Yeah. Alright. So we're testing against 4. -1, yeah, we definitely fail. So flashlight can go. Alright. That was my turn. Pretty lame, but this guy has to hunt this way. Upkeep. Oh, look what I found. I forgot I even had that. That's a good way to get this throne room. If I miss it, I don't need to pump as hard to get there. Okay. Nice. Our doom is going to tick up. Alright, spawn the set aside Harbinger of Lucio, the location with the most doom. There is no location with doom. Lucky me. So this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, sorry. 1, 2, but I think I still want him here. Cool. And we have 13 doom threshold. Cool. Seems fine. So now we get a bad card. Okay, cool. Yep, definitely going to fail it. I can go. That's what it's there for. Okay, so I think I'm just face planting the Explore deck again. We are gambling. I don't have anything to really put into this gamble though. But we are trying to get more money. So I'll gamble just $1, so I'm 3 to 1, so I'm up by 2. Sure. I am wondering if I get something like a perception, or if I get a lucky or a manual dexterity. Like lucky seems good. It costs me money to play, and I've already got one in my hand. Whereas manual dexterity lets me gamble more and ramp up more money. Okay, so we get the $1 extra, go up to $4. Not going to play flashlight yet because I don't need to, and we're going to start exploring. Yep. Tomb of the Ancients. Definitely remember to add a card for sure this time. Keep myself slightly honest. Oh my god, doing it all wrong. There we go. So we're going to slide down here. These are all connected. There we go. Check your supplies if an investigator at the Tomb of Ancients has rope. I do not. Yeah, you can move up to 3 connections away. Really handy in the next part of the scenario, but... Alright, so there's 1 in 3 chance I hit a bad card here, but I think I just explore anyway. I don't need the clue. Oh, these clues are gone. I will need clues at some point, but I just want to hit this Chamber of Time. Then I can play my flashlight and start exploring. Okay, so we're going to explore again. No, this is very bad. I don't like this at all. We're likely to hit look what I found. I guess it's not the worst thing. Sneak by we do not. Dumb luck we do, so we're going to lose that, annoyingly. Lucky cigarette case. Leo we do not have in hand, and lucky we do. So we lose 2 actions, and we lose all of that. Gross. Alright. Oh, that was silly, because there's only 1 location in there. So, yeah. I should have definitely used torches there. Anyway, I lost all my actions. Feels bad. Because, yeah, losing the lucky there sucks. Alright, that's the end of my turn, because I no longer have any actions. Enemy phase, Hunter's Hunt. This guy engages me, does a damage and horror, and this guy will hunt as well. Damage and horror. Upkeep. Cool, perception's nice. All my lucky's gone now. I think they might be. 1, 2, 3. No, there's still one more in there, and I think it's the upgraded one. No, it's a regular one. Yeah. So we hit 2 out of the 3 merging timelines. So there's still one more in that deck. Okay. So we've done upkeep. We've done hunting. So go to 1 out of 13 doom. And we draw a card. Nearest location with at least 1 clue. Aloof, and it gets +2 shroud. There's not 3 vengeance. No, there is 2. So nearest location is here. I'm not going to clear this anyway, so I can just ignore it. Good. It's great. I think the first time I played this, he came out on the throne room, and it was just like, well, uh-oh. Again, into 7 shroud, but like, yeah. Not too bad. Just don't get any more vengeance, and I'll be fine. Which means it's back to me. So I have to evade this guy. And then I should turn my hand on. Why is it off? Why is my hand not on? I don't know. The one that usually floats down here. No clue. Figure that out later at some point. I'm sure it's some setting that I was messing around with, but so I just need to evade this guy. And could throw the manual dexterity in, but I kind of want to gamble with it. It's very greedy, I know. I'm already up by 2. I no longer have the dumb luck as my fail-safe. Yeah, so I'm just going to do it. I've got actions to burn, so I'm going to evade. This is draw another token. Of course. It had to happen at some point. Punished. Absolutely punished. He does not have alert. I'm going to just try again and see if I get punished. -1. There we go. He can go there. I'm going to spend 1 more action using torches just to make sure there's nothing in here. Yeah, Vengeful Serpent out of here. And the last one is, yeah. So I think I did put the right number of encounter cards in then, I think. I'm just misremembering, or like earlier I misremembered. So last action I'll explore. Move just down here. Accidentally spawned those clues earlier, so we can do that. 4 shroud, 2 clues. After it enters play, you put the set aside relic of ages, and you place a doom on it. Okay. Fair enough. Vengeance 2, Victory 2. So as soon as I clear this, this guy's going to become a hunter. Okay. That was my turn. So enemy phase, this guy readies. Well, technically an upkeep. This guy hunts. Oh, we are a bit penned in with enemies actually, but I think it's okay. I'm hoping. What's that from? Don't know. Scared of it. Okay, where were we? Enemies hunted. I am up to upkeep. There we go. It's bound to come sooner rather than later. Oh, I didn't gamble last turn, so I'm just going to do that now. Technically not knowing that is there. So we are 5-2. I think the safe bet is just doing 2. I'm down to money as well because of the upkeep money, but it won't make a difference. And that is -3, so I pass. So now I would draw the card, which is my hospital debts from manual dexterity, and then I draw 1 card in upkeep. Okay. Good. And then at the end of my turn, I can spend 3 money to put it all on hospital debts. So that was all last turn. Well, I guess we're still in that turn. There is a window. Yep. There's a window in upkeep where I can just do that. In fact, I could have just gambled then. I don't know why. I didn't actually need to roll anything back. I can literally just gamble in that fast window. Because it's just not my turn, I don't think. Nope. So that was actually no need to roll anything back. That just all happened then. Okay. So we've done enemies hunt, we've done upkeep, so we do a doom. So a 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 13. And we get a bad card. Ill Omen, Peril. Choose a location, there's place of doom, and we take a horror. Okay. So we can double up on doom here. So now our tablet is -3. So -3 is a good, +3, sorry, is a good spot to be. Okay. Yep. And it's back to me. So first action, we'll play a flashlight. So this is 4. We don't have a lucky, but we do have this. So we are just going to investigate. And we are going to be testing 3 to 2. -5. Now that we can't go below 0. So it takes us down. We are with a -5, we're technically 0 to 2, so we're failing by 2. So we can spend 2 money to play Look What I Found and grab these 2 clues. I'm 95% sure that is correct. I'll look it up after this, but you can correct me in the comments as well if I'm wrong. So that was my second action to investigate. So now we've got the clues. I think we can advance any time. And we have to be at the Chamber of Time. So we're going to be hunted into next turn. So is it worth doing now? Or do I want this? Oh, and they're both going to be hunting because he's now a hunter. It loses aloof and gains hunter. So we probably want to spend it this turn then. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. But we've still got 2 more actions. Should have probably gambled, maybe. Should have probably thrown perception into that investigate. Lots of things I should have done. Because we need money. I think I'm just going to get 2 money. Because I just need to start paying off these hospital debts. We've got a few more turns though. And then I'm going to spend... Did it say at the end of the round, or is it? No, we can just do it. So we're going to do it. Okay. Choose an investigator, take control of the Relic of Ages, move the placement of each location to form a straight line with Chamber of Time on the left and the entryway on the right. Each other location is placed from left to right in between these 2 locations in order of how much doom is on them from lowest to highest. Okay, so entryway on the right, Chamber of Time on the left. They are placed left to right in order of how much doom is on them, so highest, from lowest to highest. So highest closest to the entryway, which means this has to be the closest to the entryway, which is nice for me. And then this can go here. Going to get rid of all of these connections. This I get to take control of. We just have to make sure, I always forget to move things like the snake with the snake pit, for instance. I might edit this out, or I might be lazy and you might just be forced to watch it, but obscuring fog is here. So it doesn't really matter, I think, where I end up placing most of these locations. I want to kind of time this, if I can, to be able to use my on the lamb most effectively to get through these guys. So they're going to go, how many, like, let me just throw some locations down. So, for instance, if we do this, they hunt once, twice. I think I actually want to move this snake pit up, further up here. Maybe even right next to me, so I can just move in, evade it, and move out, and then I don't have to worry about this pit viper being in my way. I'd rather it be close because it's not going to hunt, whereas these guys are all hunting. I think that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so that's the order I'm going to choose. Yeah, 3 demon locations. Okay, 3 to 5. So that was that. Until the end of the scenario, ignore all location connections. Instead, each location is connected, each location to its left and right. Yeah, great. And now each serpent gets +1 evade, because, oh no, there's vengeance here. That counts as being in the victory display, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think. Oh, wait, that. Ooh. I think I misread this one. I thought that was. Oh, it's changed. I think in the original one, if you clear it, it gains vengeance. Okay, I definitely misread that, so I think this guy should have been hunting me. I would have had to spend at least 1 more action evading him. He's very easy to evade though, because he spawned on my location. So I guess I take back one of those money actions. Maybe I just take back both, just to kind of try to. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna just take back both, just to try to punish myself for missing that, I guess. So we definitely want to clear this of clues if we can, just to avoid vengeance at the end of the scenario, because we're already going to be getting at least 4. And I think if we clear that, we'll get 5, which we would like to do. I'm not sure if we're going to have time, to be honest. It's going to be hard, but we'll try. Okay. Yeah, so that was the end of my turn. So now enemies hunt. Yeah, if I had have read that, I would have definitely tried to clear that on the way through as well. Because, yeah, just keeping vengeance out of the, like, keeping below that 3 threshold as long as possible is, yeah, better. Draw a card, get my lucky, get my money, get my actions back. Go 6 out of 13, because we have 3 on locations, and we draw an encounter card. Huh. Alright, I'm definitely going to pause it here and quickly go look up a rule. Just because, when do you draw? Has my deck been reshuffled, and what happens if I can't draw cards for merging timelines? Like, the empty deck sort of stuff is a bit weird. Alright. Okay, when a player draws 2 or more cards as a result of a single ability or game step. Oh wait, ability or game step? So, like, yeah, I've played a bunch of Marvel Champions as well, and it's like I'm pretty sure it stops if you run out of cards in your deck, but it doesn't look like it does here. Single ability or game step. Is this a game step, or is this a single ability? Because under that rule it says if a deck... Oh wait, yeah, if deck empties mid-draw, reset the deck and complete the draw. I think I'm just gonna... I think I'm conflating it with Marvel Champions, so I think I'm just going to take my horror for reshuffling. And then go 1. Oh no! Oh. Okay. So I lose this lucky, and I lose an action. And I'm now have 1 lucky left in this deck. Oh, I hate merging timelines so much. I only lose 1 action though, I'm pretty sure, because I only lose 1 card from my hand, right? Discard the top 5 cards of your deck for each card in your hand that matches one of the discarded cards. Oh no, I think I lose 2 actions, because I discarded 2 luckies. Merging timelines. Gross. Absolutely gross. Oh. That sucked. Okay. So there's no point really moving in here and just evading, because then it just engages me again. Oh man, I hate that. It's fine. It's fine. I think that is the last merging timelines. I've drawn all 3 in, yeah, from a 34 card deck. I've drawn 3 in the first 13, including explorations and stuff. I don't think I was meant to shuffle. No, nothing's told me to shuffle the encounter discard. Yeah. I feel like I'm missing first act, but that's right. That was unfortunate. So I think I'm just paying this off, waiting until these guys clear the throne room and the grand chamber, and trying to blast through them, clear the grand chamber on the way through, clear the throne room and get out. That is my plan. So I need to draw cards and get resources, basically. So we're going to gamble. No, let's draw cards. First action, draw a card. There are no more weaknesses in my deck. There we go, that's good. Fast action, we'll gamble 2, and we'll chuck this in. So we are currently 5-2. That will pass. Which gets us a card from here and 2 extra money on top of what we originally had. And then, I think last action I'm just going to draw again. Okay. Cool. That's my turn. So I'm just going to do upkeep now because it's easy. But enemies hunt before that, technically. So I think next turn we want to end up in the Ancient Hall. And pass through this Pit Viper. Yep. Okay, so we've done upkeep, so we can do Doom. So we're 7 Doom. We'll get a bad card. Final mistake, test 2 agility. +1 difficulty for each Doom on your location, so it's a 4. And if I fail, I take 2 damage. I don't really care about the damage. I'm healthy enough. I don't want to commit any agility icons or this, so 0. 4-4, I pass. Great. Maybe should have spent money last turn, but I have enough time. I don't need to stress. Okay, start of my turn, I will gamble. I don't have a lucky, so I'm just going to gamble 2. I'll throw the unexpected courage in, so I'm up by 3 again. Yep, that is a pass. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're at 7. I'm going to spend 3 on here. Okay, so that wasn't an action, that was a fast action. We are going to move in with this Pit Viper. There's my first action. He engages me. we can evade. We are only up by 1. And I actually have no way to pump this. I could fight him and I'm up by 2. I mean, sorry, I do have a way to pump it. I don't want to pump it. So maybe we don't. I'm not going to move in. Not till I have something to pump it with. So first action is actually going to be a draw. Okay, there we go. Second action, we move in. I'm going to leave him there because I'm about to try to evade him. Third action, we try to evade. We're going to be at 6-3. We're up by 3. That's a pass. Didn't need to pump it. What did I say? Draw, move, evade, move. And that's my turn. We end up here. Enemy phase, enemies hunt. I know I've got nimbles coming, so I think I can afford. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Going to be interesting. Okay. Yep. I think I've got a plan figured out. Alright. So enemies have hunted. We do upkeep. Okay. That is really good. I'm very happy to see that. Because he's a 4. Yeah. We have the flash. Yeah, okay, cool. This is all looking okay. We're 5, 8 out of 13. I'm running out of turns a little bit. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Not going to stress just yet. It's back to me. So we're just going to try to evade this guy. Do we care if this guy punches us? Probably not. Oh, actually, so maybe this is... So, I can play on the lamb now. This guy can't attack me, so I can just drag him around and do whatever I want for this turn. So I can play any cards I want to, I can draw, and I can move in here. Harbinger is going to chunk me for some damage. I only need to evade him twice, don't I? No, that's fine. He'll hit me for 2 and 2. These guys hunt in and they can't attack me, so all the enemies will be here. I will then use on the lamb at the end of the round, and I'm only going to end up at the Grand Chamber because I want to try to investigate it to get rid of the vengeance. So all the enemies end up here, I end up here. Starting next turn, I will be here. All enemies here. Try to get the clue and make a move to the throne room. I think that's the plan. I'm not going to use the double move, but... Alright, so we're playing on the lamb. First thing. So I'm just going to leave that here so it's in effect. So this guy can't attack me. I've still got 4 actions. I'm going to gamble. I should probably save this. No, I'm going to use it. What could possibly go wrong? So we're going to do 2 again. So we're up by 3. We succeed. So we get to draw a card from Manual Dexterity. And we get more money. We'll spend 3 finishing off the hospital debts. Okay, first action. We'll play Streetwise. There's not even all that much I really need to do. I guess we want to get some luckies, because it'll be real helpful. So we're going to draw as the next action. Nimble's super helpful too. Maybe we play the flashlight as insurance. And then last action we move in. Cool. Alright. Enemy phase. going to just put this over here because it is done on the lamb. I'll just get out of the way because he's now engaged. He's engaged. And he's engaged. Bit of lag. So he's not elite. He's not elite. This guy is elite. So I will take 2 and 2. Oh, I will actually take a horror on Leo. I didn't realize I was quite that close. It's a bit spooky. We'll also put a damage on Leo. Okay, so they've all hunted and engaged me. Upkeep. I get a lucky, which is good. And then that is the end of the round, because Mythos is at the start. So end of the round, I can disengage from each engaged enemy and move up to 2 locations away. So it doesn't evade them. We should just do this. So they are going to be hunting me next turn. Whatever that'll do. And I'm going to move 1 location away because I'm greedy. Great. So now we're going to Mythos. We are 9 out of 13, so we've got 4 more turns. Hey, of course I draw an enemy. That's fine. Got lucky. He's relatively easy to evade. Okay. So it is back to me. So we're going to evade this guy. We're up by 2. We're just going to go for it. That is a success. Then we're going to investigate this location using this flashlight. So we're testing against a 0 test, so only the auto fail matters. Nope, that's fine. We get that clue. So we've just cleared off that vengeance. So we evade, investigate. I am going to gamble. I'm going to throw a nimble in. We're just going to gamble 1. Do we gamble 0? I don't need the money for anything. So I'm not going to gamble 0. So I'm currently 4 to 0. That is draw another token. That is a -3. Oh, and number of locations. Ah, so it's not the number of doom on locations. So that's always actually been a -2 because there's only 2 locations, which is good. So I pass by 2. Nimble lets me move to a connecting location for each point I succeed by, which is 2. So we're going to move there. So that didn't even take an action. We will now investigate again with a flashlight. So with our obscuring fog, it is a 7, so that takes it down to a 5. So currently, so if I pump this by 2, 1, 2, we are 5 to 5. Perception gets me 7 to 5. So we are 7 to 5 with the perception in, and we have lucky. Ooh. We're actually, before we initiate this, we're going to get an extra money just in case I need to play Look What I Found. So we're 7 to 5, and we're last action in investigating. So what did I say? 7 to 5. So we'll just play lucky. Oh, in fact, they do the exact same thing. I guess this could, if I drew like a -5, could get me within range to play that. But then I would have needed an extra $1. Okay, I just misplayed that, but it worked out fine. I play the lucky. I pass. I get the clue. We clear this. I can go here. And that was my turn. Cool. So enemy phase. This guy's going to ready. These guys are going to hunt. It's a big stack of enemies. Okay. We are now at, that's vengeance. So that's victory now as well, which is really nice. Enemies hunt, we upkeep. Sure, sneak by. Probably not relevant really at this stage of the game. Unless I draw another enemy here, which is hard to evade, which is entirely possible. We're at 10 out of 13, so we've got 3 more turns to get out of here, but nothing else to do but get out of here. Of course I draw a Brood of Yig. Have I drawn 3 of those in a row now? I feel like it's... maybe not. No, there was probably like a turn or 2 in the middle there, but I feel like I've just drawn a lot of them all of a sudden. That's alright. But, I mean, as far as bad things go, that's actually pretty mild. So we are going to sneak by to get past him. So that gets us 6 to 2, we're up by 4. It'd be nice to be able to boost it by 1. We could... that happens straight away, right? When this action begins, yeah. So let's just boost it. So we get past the -5, we're up by 6. Yeah. He is evaded. There's my first action. There's literally nothing else to do, right, except get out of here. Yeah, so let's just move. Oh wait, no. Nearly forgot. I'm going to spend a clue. Spend an action. So there's no clues or doom here. So we're going to record the Mysterious Scepter in our supplies, which I believe there is one over here. Yes. We have Mysterious Scepter. And then 2 actions to move here, and I can't quite resign. Okay, that's fine. Enemy phase. These guys hunt here. Upkeep. Slip away. We get a doom. We're 11 of 13. Vengeful Spirit. Serpent, sorry. Vengeful Serpent. And first action, we just resign. And get out here. Cool. Alright, that was pretty successful. We got a bunch of locations cleared. So let's see, we have to advance, right? If each undefeated investigator has resigned, advance. If an investigator has resigned with the Relic of Ages under his or her control, we get resolution 1. Resolution 1, the investigators recovered the Relic of Ages. I'm just going to say the relic so it fits on one line. There's nothing to record for the Harbinger, so I'm not going to bother. Okay, Vengeance, this is going to be fun, and then Victory X. And that's it, yes. And that's it, right? Yeah. We don't go to... yeah. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. And is there an interlude? Yes, so we'll do that in a second. So let's go tally up our Vengeance. So nothing that is Vengeance 1. That is no longer Vengeance 1. So we've got 3, 4, 5. So 5 more Vengeance. And we just chuck that on Yig's Fury, right? Yep. So we're at 6. And then Victory. We go 1 here, 2 here, 3, 4. I believe that is it. Is it only 4? Seems like not much for this campaign. Didn't miss anything. Alright. There's no bonus. I have a feeling there might be in here. Doesn't matter. Victory 4. So we have spent this 11. So we have 4. I wonder if there's more in the deck somewhere. I thought there was more in this scenario. I'm feeling like I've been gypped. Okay. Yep. Expeditions end. We did recover the Relic of Ages, so we do number 1. We have to choose. It's too dangerous to be on display, is what we're choosing. So go to number 3. The investigators gave custody. Gave relic to Harlan. Oops. Alejandro is continuing on his own. And we go to number 4. And we can't have him in our deck. Oh no, how sad, we already didn't. Alright, and yeah, we just go to Threads of Fate. Right, and this is where we pick if we're gonna go our own way. Alright, we'll make that decision then. That was a pretty successful run. I'm surprised about the lack of experience, but all good. If you've watched this far, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.